In today's show, we're taking a look from McFarlane Toys, DC Multiverse, Scarecrow, Infinite Frontiers. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome back to R.P.Animations. I'm your host, Red. And if you're new to the channel, you know what you have to do. You know what you got to be doing. So let's jump right in because we've got some serious nightmare fuel here. Before we begin, guys, we'll do a little housekeeping, but there's not much in the way of accessories. And if you happen to notice, I've got the Scarecrow on the stand. He's extremely top heavy. His feet don't hold him up very well. And I didn't feel like dealing with bloopers today. So let's just jump in. We'll look at the trading card, which is a little different than the action figure. But this is something of a Scarecrow we've never seen before. Look at that. This is the artwork. I'm assuming this is from Infinite Frontier. And then we'll go ahead and jump in. Guys, pause the video if you like so you can catch up on the reading. All right. So with that said, folks, I love the Scarecrow. I love me some Scarecrow. I always say this is one of my favorite villains, and I sometimes wish it was more of written in a supernatural environment versus a scientific, which is the way he was written. So I want to bring this guy in because this is something we've never seen before. This kind of look. He's got the long hair on it. He's got the whole sash, if that's what we want to call it, covering him. Got the loincloth, which is a very soft, flexible plastic, but when you touch it, it almost feels like a canvas. They definitely got the inspiration from the Arkham games, giving him the needle hands, and definitely a Freddy. But when we look at this figure, guys, this almost looks something like this. This can't be Scarecrow. This can't be DC. This is almost like anime. And if you're a filmmaker or animator out there, I would definitely throw this into your anime as one of your villains, Demon Slayer or My Hero Academia, whichever you're filming out there, because this is like something we've never seen before. Look at that. The gas mask. The straw hat does not come off, but it does feel like straw. I mean, look at the details there. And McFarlane just released another version of this, but it glows in the dark, or you put a black light to it. I mean, look at the level of details that this has, and I'll adjust that so you guys can see that. Look at that. I mean, even when you lift up the loincloth, you see there, I mean, the wrinkles there. We'll talk about the articulation, but the articulation is sculpted into the boot on there. And then, wow, look at the hair in the back. Look at the details, the wavy hair that he's got there. I mean, I honestly haven't read Infinite Frontier, but I can tell you that this Joker is definitely, Joker, forgive me, this Scarecrow is definitely a different type of look than we've seen before. Look at that. He's got a hose already coming from this hand here, which I don't know how much of the articulation it will affect on it, but we'll definitely, once we take a look at that. If you're an animator out there, guys, and you got this villain, don't expect it to have a lot of it. This is probably one of those guys that's leading a bunch of guys just standing in the background as he's giving directions. So beautiful details, beautiful everything. And I'm going to say this up front. Where McFarlane lacks in accessories for this figure, because it's not even a gold label, it makes up in aesthetics. I'm even happy there's no other accessories for me to say something like, because, you know, I always get on McFarlane's case whenever we don't see accessories on there. Give me a second. I think my light is about to crap out on here, but I mean, look at that. Let's just dive in real quickly on the so this is what I get I get a T pose in the arms. I'm going to bring the arms down. It's got very skinny arms. It's probably on a no butterfly joint, as you guys can see in there. But it seems that for something that's got so much plastic, look at all the plastic that McFarlane likes to whine about, it does have a bicep swivel. But let's begin with the head, because the head is only going to be able to give you this type of motion here and there. So you're not going to be able to get an up and down. The hair stops it here. It stops it here. So again, this is just a stoic type of figure. You do get a bicep swivel, even though it's swiveling on the arm itself, but you can see in there that you'll definitely get that in there. Double jointed. God, I'm having trouble already. Double jointed elbows. So you do get that in there. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to swivel the hand too much because of the tubing. So you're going to be able to flex it here and there and, get whatever movement there. You're not going to get any kind of articulation here. All of this garb that's there is not going to allow you. You do get the McFarlane mechanism there. Let's see. And you do get a kick there. You'll definitely get a Jesus. Double jointed knees. And like I said before, you get the swivel in there because McFarlane sculpted the work in there, and you get a toe articulation. So not much in articulation, but very beautiful aesthetics. And remember what I tell you guys, this is why I keep telling McFarlane not to use this type of mechanism for the hands. And if he does, bring the sleeve all the way down, just like that. Let me pop that back in if it lets me. Okay, and just like that, we are back again. I had to stop what I was doing. And guys, this is why I tell McFarlane that joint right there that you're looking at, that circle that you're looking at right here, not a very good fit to that ball mechanism. The hands keep coming off of that. So, be very careful, guys. He does have thin arms, so it makes it harder for you, to move that. And then he goes and joins that. Not to mention the figure is extremely heavy, and you definitely can't get a, you know, a good pose on its own. It falls all over the place. So let me know, guys, what you think. I'm not disappointed because I love the Scarecrow. I love everything about him. This figure just looks crazy, but in the way of articulation or movement, you're not going to get much out of it. So it's for me. I gotta say that even though I love it, I gotta realize this is more of a statue piece than an action figure. I'm sure the people will make it work, and again, it's a beautiful, beautiful action figure. So I don't like all the difficulties with this garb. Even though it looks fantastic, there's not much in the way of movement, or you have to be extremely delicate to pose them. So let me know your thoughts, guys, below. Let me know what you think about the figure. If this is something you're going to add, or are you going to get the new gold version that I think it's a black light or glows in the dark? Let me know your thoughts, guys. So with that said, guys, if you like today's video, man, hit the like, hit the bell to get notified, and most of all, love your faces, subscribe to the channel. So I'm done with Jonathan Crane. I'm done with the Scarecrow. I'm done with the review. I'll catch you guys on the next video. I thank you for watching, and we are